thank you for being here. I can't tell you how much it meant to me being up on that stage and hearing you all raining down cheers. It was so tremendous that you could tell people in that crowd were like, whoa. Oh, God. Oh, it was so much fun, and afterwards my team watched the video in the back, and you all sounded amazing. You really did. Because the way that it reads when you watch that video, it sounded like the entire arena was freaking yelling out the answers, and you were like, what is going on? Yeah, it made so much of a difference, because it's like that energy, like you could tell that it got a lot of wheels turning in that room. It genuinely did. And the folks in that room, I love you guys too. But the folks in that room, 2/3 of them more like truly undecided. And the way I was gauging what was happening was by the tables. Because the people that sprung for those tables, you know what I mean? They were the folks who, have their fingers in the wind, truly. They're there being like, like these are not people who you'd call like big risk takers. Shall we say. And so those are the people I was reading. And then I was seeing them respond to you all, and you could almost see them being like that. And then I could see them smiling or nodding or laughing or responding. I could feel like I was reaching them. And then at the end of it, we all got a standing ovation from a group of people that were not predisposed towards giving this campaign a standing ovation. And a journalist who was there said, I cannot say this on the record, but you gave the best speech of the night. Possible without you all. I mean, look at you. Like, how many of you came? How many of you drove? Let's call it like more than 4 hours to be here. Yeah, 5 days. 5 days with bread. That deserves some kind of YangGang medal.
He's a tough kid.
He's a tough kid. Thank you. It certainly gives us the chance to make history. So in that sense, it definitely was worth it. Because you all are like the lever. You know what I mean? You're like the lever, like pushing the boulder off of the top of the cliff. And the boulder's coming down. It's like one of those snow boulders, like in the cartoons. Like the boulder keeps rolling down. But that never happens without your passion and belief and vitality and humanity that inspires other people. Because you all are a cut above, a different breed. It is not normal to say, that's true. I mean this in a very positive way, just like it wasn't normal for me to run for president. It's like it's not normal for you to drop everything and say, I'm going to spend my Friday in Des Moines to try and make this case to a group of people that can truly change the course of history. That's not normal. Most people are like, oh yeah, I'd like to do that, and then they go back to whatever the fuck they were doing. Oh no, that's true. Like, and it's really fascinating to see how all of this is playing out. Because that journalist was like, you gave the speech of the night, like hands down. But then if you see, and also I gotta be honest, I watched a bunch of the other candidates speak.
You're on the record, by the way.
Who gives a fuck?
Let's just say I do not think that journalist was wrong. But the fascinating thing about the way this campaign plays out is that there are 14,000 people here who hear that speech, and then you could see a bunch of their light bulbs going off and being like, "Oh my gosh, like that actually makes a lot more sense."
So many
Like,
came
this
to
is
the
like-
campaign table afterwards. So
Oh, it's
many.
nice.
Yeah. Church, they asked for
And
this.
then they're like, "Wow, this is a different language that I'm used to in politics." You know, it's like English and math. And we all know that this is not the story the media is going to tell out of today. The media is not going to be like, you know, Yang dropped bombs and da 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 da. What they do is they're going to go towards some of the other narratives that they have vested interest in. But that speech happened.
Yep.
Those people
Everybody
were there.
saw it.
Yeah.
Everybody saw it.
Yeah.
The light bulbs are going off. And then we're just going to keep pushing and pushing. And then the media narrative is going to fall. It's like a pillar. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like not a Stonehenge pillar. You like see it sort of trembling and whatnot. But when this thing falls, it's going to make the loudest noise in American political history. It's the truth. And what you all were today, this weekend, is that you were like a shockwave that helped shake that pillar and then get it rocking. You know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna fall just yet, but if we keep on just like time, like put the push and then you know what I mean? And then this thing will fall.
Yeah.
This thing will fall because the media machinery is getting weaker all the time. Like, you know, people can see through it much more clearly. Like the reason why this campaign has grown, frankly, is that human beings got behind it early on, and some of those human beings had significant platforms. Like, I'm going to call out a couple people that come to mind for me, like Sam Harris, or Stephen Dubner of Freakonomics. These guys, Freakin' Dubner, you know, we meet, and he's like, yeah, you know, like he was pretty much like, I'm not going to do a story on you and this campaign. And then he doubles back like a couple weeks later after having read my book and was like, hey, I'd like to interview you. And even then, I have no idea what the episode's going to be about. I was like, oh, I hope he gives me like a good piece of it. And then it turns out it's like, why is this man running for president? Like, there was a whole episode to it. And that was like, you know, like a very big step. It's just because Stephen Dubner saw it. Sam Harris saw it. Many of you saw it at a very various point in time. And that is unstoppable.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Like, if enough people get behind it, and people listen to other people first and foremost. People listen to their friends, their family members, their neighbors. That's why, to me, one YangGang billboard, one YangGang yard sign or bumper sticker is worth more than a fucking billboard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because people know how the billboard got there. It's just someone dropped a lot of coin.
Yeah.
But if you see the bumper sticker, he's all right. But if someone sees the yard sign or the bumper sticker or the laptop sticker, then they're like, whoa, that's meaningful. I mean, I know what that stuff means. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, how many bumper stickers have you had in your car your entire life? So this weekend has been tremendous for us already. The weekend's not done yet. Sunday, CNN State of the Union is going to have the full interview with me and Evelyn. And then as part of that, there's going to be a new Evelyn-focused campaign ad that launches this at Yangapalooza today, it wasn't just CNN, CBS, NBC, Showtime, like they were all there. You know? Like just like we say right now that speech happened, like 1,000+ people. You know, someone told me that the other campaigns canceled their outdoor events.
Except for Pete.
I actually had,
I think Pete still had his.
yeah. So let's call it like, you know, half a dozen campaigns canceled their outdoor events. And so the media is looking around. What did they find? They found Yangapalooza. And then if you saw that entire group of us all making that trip, like there were half a dozen video cameras documenting that entire thing. Again, from no, not even our stuff. Though I freaking love Ted and everyone else who's here. But it was CNN again, ABC. Like the cameras didn't disappear. They like brought them with them for that. When they're telling the story about this weekend, this is the footage that's going to come out. You know, it's going to be me sitting down with Evelyn on CNN, and then you know what they're going to do? They're going to take all of that footage of you all, and then they're gonna splice it in to me and Evelyn sitting there having like a calm conversation, and then it's going to be like bah, like all the time. You know? I mean, and what people are going to see on their TV screens, the screens are going to recognize. They're going to recognize that like this is the kind of passion and enthusiasm that cannot be bought. You know? They're going to see that, and then they're going to think like, wow, something really fascinating is going on here. Just like the people in that arena tonight. You know, many of them are going to be like, wait a minute, like I should really look into that guy. You know? And then we're just going to keep on building person by person, image by image, march by march, block party by block party. And I've been looking forward to today for a long time. Yeah. and coming into today, I was going to tell you know just a random story. I was like, we should get some booze for this party, is what I said. And then someone told me it's like, hey, it turns out outdoor park, like, you know, permits and the rest of it. And I was like,
We had a great time anyway.
That's pretty awesome. Thank you, Weezer.
But it turns out the YangGang doesn't even need booze to have a good time. All it takes is a chance to make history, and that's all we need. Am I right? And that's what we're going to do together. Thank you. Let's make this happen together. Let's keep shaking it. They'll come all the way down. And then we're going to be standing on top of it together saying, we did this. We made this happen. You made this happen. You're the best. I love you so much. And oh my gosh, are we going to have a great party come Inauguration Day 2021.
He's got a campaign for 3 days straight now, so you gotta go to bed. Put him in bed.
You know, the other thing is, if I get some rest now, I might even be able to see my kids in the morning before I go. Because it's not just Evelyn who's with it, with the kids. And I gotta say, the kids still have no idea what Daddy is. So thank you all. I'm gonna get home, and I might even be able to surprise him and act like a normal daddy.
Thank you, guys. All right, I'll just wrap up. Give the hot dogs. We love you. guys are observing my life for the past year and a half.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you, Yang. Give it up. All right. Real quick.
Money. Talk money.
We're gonna keep the bar open. Before you guys go, I just want to say something real quick. So we came here. I'm Zach. For those of you who haven't met. Our first Iowa trip, guys. I just want to like quick run down memory lane. I think some of you guys like this. Our first Iowa trip was like April of 2018. Okay, and we did our first event, and it was like. It's embarrassing. It was like 8 people, you know? And like 6 of those people were like already at the venue we were doing. And but I remember saying to Andrew, was like, hey man, like someday we're gonna throw a rally here in Iowa and there's gonna be 1,000 people. And tonight I had like a tearful moment. This campaign made me such a baby. I cry all the time. And but I was like, Yang, 1,000 people showed up at the rally. We did it, YangGang. And that is you. And it's so freaking beautiful. And you all feel it. You're all here because you feel it. And you feel, I don't know what it is. Nobody does, right? But you taste it, you feel it, and like it was one like. Years ago, we said, "Hey, let's put like the math on a sign." And now I'm standing in front of 1,000 people with math hats on. Like that's what you're feeling. And tonight, we sparked the flame. We sparked the flame, and it's gonna grow. And guess what, guys? Because of you, we're like, "Hey, let's raise $1.5 million." Boom, $1.5 million.